Alright, trying something new today. I broke the handle on my shovel, and so today I've purchased a new handle for it, and I'm going to try to replace the handle on the shovel because there's no point in going and getting a new shovel. The shovel itself is fine, I just need a new handle. So I'm going to try that. I've never done this before, so let's see what happens. The first thing to do is to remove the old pin that held the handle in place. It's rounded off on both ends, so I'm grinding off one end so that we can drive it out. I used a tent stake to start it and had to keep working on it a little bit. In the end, the pin actually popped out fairly easy, and I had a little bit more trouble getting the tent stake back out than I even did in getting the pin out. After that, there's a cap that helps the shovel stay tight around the handle that has to be removed before I can start removing what's left of the old shovel handle. Now begins the long and arduous process of removing the old bit of shovel handle. I can show you lots of ways how not to do this now, as there were quite a few mistakes made during this process. My first attempt was just to use a stake and try to push the shovel handle out using that stake. It didn't work very well. For my next attempt, I got a screwdriver and attempted to push it with the screwdriver and also to see if I could just wedge the shovel a little bit wider and cause the shovel to open up more and release the wood of the handle. And when that didn't work, I again went back to trying to push it out with the tent stake, which I should have realized wasn't going to work. My next attempt was to put a bolt into the end of the piece of wood, and then I was going to try to drive against it with the pipe wrench and see if I could pull it out that way. Another fail. I don't think this next process was a complete fail, because in the end, it did do some good. The idea was to drill out the middle of the wood and try to relieve some of the pressure that was being pressed all around of the metal part of the shovel, putting pressure in on the wood bit of handle that was left. Then I went back to trying to hit and pound and even a little bit more drilling to try and work it out until eventually I decided to take a break and come back and work on it a little bit. Well, and part of being out of time and frustrated with this, I attempted something different, which sort of worked. As you can see, the wood is starting to come out. However, I now have this piece of metal stuck in there. So, now I gotta get that out too. Alright, see some twisting and pulling. My piece of metal is now out. And now I just need to continue trying to work on getting that out. Who knew? Grabbing it with a pair of vice grips and twisting it around a little bit and it comes right out. Well, at least that part's done. Now I can finally begin the process of putting the handle, the new handle, onto the old shovel blade. It's a little long at first, so I'm going to go cut it down and then bring it back and pound it in. Once the new handle is in and the red cap at the end is back in place, I just need to drill the hole for the pin to go through and knock it in. It actually was a very simple process and went pretty quickly. The next thing to do is to remove the excess of the pin that I didn't need, and then I'll take care of pounding and rounding off that end a little bit after I'm done removing what I don't need. There we have it. I actually just went over and used the ball of the hitch on my truck as kind of an anvil and hammered it flat until it was all ready to go. With the shovel repaired and ready to go, I can get back to shoveling compost. Yippee! Thanks for watching. Please be sure to hit that thumbs up if you liked our video, subscribe, and share to anyone else you think might enjoy it. Also, be sure to check out our Patreon page for other ways that you might be able to help support our family. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.